BP Youth, this is Chad.
What's going on? It's Kevin.
You know that by now. We have a really big event coming up. I hope you know that by now. If not, Dunk Fest, Sunday, March 28th. We are dunking people.
So excited for it. Baptisms are a huge part of my life. Super excited for it.
So not Air Jordan, not Vince Carter, you know, but like one of the best dunkers of all time. LeBron James. This is baptismal dunking.
Yep, exactly. And
so huge part of your life.
Huge part of my life.
Huge part of mine.
Yeah.
Tell the people your story, man.
Yeah. So wasn't really going to church as a kid. Got baptized in 2013. So the story actually goes way back to then. So again, didn't really go to church very much as a kid, but then had some family introduce us to that. And around 5th or 6th grade, somewhere where you guys are now, I dove into my faith and went to church and learned about Jesus and started a relationship with him. And through that, grew a little bit.
As a middle school student?
As a middle school student.
Okay, cool.
Correct.
Cool.
And then flash forward a couple of years, and my sister got involved, and my family was coming to church with me through this
Well,
time.
your sister, the very first retreat we ever did as a youth ministry in New York, your sister came to put her faith in Jesus at the retreat,
right?
Which was just a huge game changer for all of us in our lives.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It was huge. We're going through 1 John as a church on Sunday mornings right now, and that was what they went through at the retreat. And my sister read it so many times that she actually ripped it out of her Bible. So my faith was growing, her faith was growing, and my parents were along with us through that process. And Chad came on staff and at our church that we were going to, and we asked him in about 2013 to baptize us, my sister and I. But the night before baptism was a little bit interesting.
Yeah, one of historical proportions. It was the first and last time that we ever did this, called baptism initiation.
Oh my goodness, it was wild. We were kidnapped.
Well, hang on. So it wasn't kidnapping. I showed up in a van with a mask and a helper. We intruded upon your house without notice.
I did find out later that
and we took you.
My
it's
parents
not kidnapping.
My parents knew about it. They left the door unlocked for these fools. It was crazy. They told us later.
I checked with the parents.
One of the most amazing, scary, but now funny moments of my life.
Your great-grandma was in there. She did not know we were coming.
She was 94 years old, and I think got a shoulder thrown to her in the foyer. Crazy.
So she did make it to the next day, but it was close.
Mm-hmm.
Almost had a heart attack. There's a lot of things that night. I like my job currently, so we won't share all the details.
We'll spare you, though.
All right. It's better to live in the past. But check out this highlight. Here's Kevin, blindfolded. We're not sure how we got to this point, and getting beaten down by his older sister, Caitlin, who's also blindfolded. And we'll just leave that story there. So fast forward, though. Saturday night. Will live in history. Sunday morning was one of incredible significance, and it was entirely legal as well.
It was good. It was good. Yes, Saturday was fun for that moment, but then Sunday morning was really a really great opportunity.
Because you got dunked.
Transformative. Exactly. So first, my sister went, shared her story, and was baptized, and then I was up next and got to do that. But then through that process, as we were growing in faith, our parents also, a couple of years later, were growing in their faith and asked us to baptize them.
So you got to dunk your parents.
I did.
Because a lot of people get the special opportunity to get dunked. You got the very rare opportunity to dunk your parents as well.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Yep.
Incredible. It's honestly one of the, if not the most special story and experience of my life as a pastor. Mm-hmm. And there's a reason, that's one of the main reasons Kevin and I are so close to this day, is because of our journey together in following Jesus.
Exactly.
Not just you and I, but also our families and kind of what God's done. So what baptism is like a wedding ring, right? You could be married and not have a ring. Doesn't mean that you're not married if you don't have a ring, right? You can have a ring but not be married. You're just fronting. You're just posing. You're just faking, right? Kevin's honest with himself.
You don't have one at all.
He has
no
nothing,
relationship,
right?
no ring.
That's real status. That's real status. All right, so why do you get a wedding ring? Why do you get a wedding ring? Well, because it's incredibly significant. Like it's a reminder. It's a public declaration to people that you're taken. Yeah, all the ladies out there who love short, white, bald men, I'm taken. All right, I am committed to a beautiful woman named Nikki Bryan that many of you know by now, okay? But it's also a reminder to me of my commitment to Nikki. And that's kind of what baptism is, right? So you could be baptized and not be a follower of Jesus. Right. You just got dunked because your parents wanted you to or something, and you just don't mean it. You're not really into it, right? Or You could be a follower of Jesus, you have a relationship with God, but you haven't been baptized. That doesn't mean that your relationship is invalid, right?
Right.
It just, and a lot of our students might actually be in this category, right? They have a relationship with God. They haven't got dunked yet.
Right.
All right? So what an honor to dunk you.
Oh yeah, it would be fantastic to do that because baptism, like the wedding ring, is a way to outwardly show that you have a faith in Jesus and tell your family, tell your friends, and tell the world watching that you are a believer in Jesus.
Yes, yeah, it's a celebration. The water's not like pure and holy. You don't like go in one way and come out another. If anything, you know, unless you're like the first in line, might get a little dirty. By the way, it's very warm. It feels great. It's like a hot tub.
It's nice.
Okay? But it's a celebration of your relationship with Jesus. It's a party.
It really is.
All right?
It really is.
So how about some of you might think, well, I got baptized as a kid. You know, your parents tell you that, your grandma, whatever. Okay? That's awesome. Fully respect that, okay? If that means something to you, that means something to me, okay? Now, if you're like though thinking, but I would love to be like baptized and remember it, you know?
Right.
This is an opportunity, right? You'll definitely remember this. In fact, it will be one of the most memorable and special moments of your relationship with God.
100%. And as the story we shared earlier, like it's a big part of my life. It's a big part of Chad's as well. So super excited for Dunk Fest and getting you guys involved because, again, this moment of baptism is something that can be really transformative, a really big moment in your life. Again, a huge celebration that you can invite your family to, your friends to, whoever you want to see through with that.
Yes. Yeah. All parents, all friends, all family of those being baptized are absolutely encouraged to come.
Yeah.
Kevin, I'm thinking like a night of big energy. I mean, this is,
my gosh.
we know this thing, right? We know what this can look like.
Yeah.
Like poster boards held up for people who are getting dunked.
We had cheering sections. We had people chanting and yelling people's names. I've got videos of me seeing people get baptized and just screaming in excitement and joy for these people. So these nights are amazing, and we would love to celebrate you.
I might bring out the water gun as well. Kind of surprise some parents with that as we get the service started. Now, also, Kev, it's also a reminder to a student if they're sitting there, they're watching this on crew night or even later in social media, and they're like, well, my parents are maybe believers, but they haven't ever got baptized or anything like that, okay? Well, listen, here's your ultimate example. Jesus got baptized. Jesus got baptized. He didn't have to, right? He didn't have any sin or anything but he did because of the significance of it, the statement, the declaration that it is. You could be the first in your family. You and your sister were, and it brought your parents to follow.
It really
so
did.
You don't have to follow your parents, and I mean that respectfully. You can inspire your parents, right? You could be the first to really make the decision to go public with your faith, and that gives me chills just talking about it.
Yeah, same here. Again, I was in middle school. My sister was in high school. We were where you guys are right now, and we had our faith growing and encouraged our family to follow in those footsteps. It was huge. It was huge.
I got actually baptized 2 or 3 times. I think as a kid because I didn't know what was going on. I think later as an older kid because I still didn't know what was going on, but like we were supposed to. And then as a high school student, when I put my faith in Jesus and I meant it, I got dunked, and it meant everything to me.
Awesome.
Okay, no one has to get baptized 3 times. Just mean it the first time. All right, it's super special.
Right.
Okay, so Sunday, March 28th. Okay, the deadline. We want to hear from students. Oh, by the way, leaders, you're watching this. You haven't been dunked yet. We are dunking you. Sunday, March 28th, okay? We could dunk you, and then you turn around and you dunk a student, maybe someone in your crew, all right? In fact, it would be so cool, as we would love to dunk people. Maybe the best experience is to get to watch crew leaders dunk students in their crew.
That's amazing.
All right, we're going to be going bananas. So deadline, March 14th. How can they sign up?
There's a couple of ways to sign up. First, we do have a link in our Instagram bio. If you click on baptism signups in there, it just kind of steps you through that. We're also going to be sending an email out to parents pretty soon with the link to do that. And you could also definitely talk to your crew leader. We can step you through the process and guide you through all of that to get that sign up started.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Because we would love to just see you come out to Dunk Fest and celebrate with us, and we can celebrate your faith with you.
Yeah, I would tell your crew leader, know that the link's in Instagram if you forget or you go home and kind of, you want to think about it. And then also your parents should be receiving the link as well. So kind of those 3 options. But what an incredibly special night it's going to be.
Oh, my goodness.
It's going to be a festival of dunking.
Yes.
All right. So actually, you know what? How about we just dunk you right now?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. He's already been baptized, okay, but let's just show the people. So the key here, plug your nose, give me that forearm, bend your knees, all right, okay, and then I'm gonna, I'll say a few words here, and then we're gonna go down, and we're gonna just dunk. Oh, I didn't tell him I was gonna drop him. Hey, March 14th, sign up now. Love you all. Let's get sunken. How's your back?